Hi everybody, you're watching the South Australian Sports Show. Thanks for staying with us. Time to talk about South Australian country footy, Baz, and the women dominated last weekend down at Port Pirie as we welcome the superstar, of course, of it all. Jaime Norrup joins us, and the manager, Terry Corcoran, joins us as well. Firstly to you, I guess, superstar, a medal, a trophy. Is there anything that you didn't accomplish on the weekend at Port Pirie?
We didn't have a big night out.
All right, let's start with it. So you get down there, 2 games on Saturday, grand final on Sunday.
Yep.
Going into the grand final on Sunday, obviously feeling pretty good about yourselves.
Yeah, look, we were undefeated over the weekend, so we were fairly confident, but at the same time, every match is a new match and it's different. We hadn't played Northern, so we didn't know what we were up against. However, we did know that they were stronger than some of the other teams, obviously being in the final. So yeah, just definitely took it as a brand new game, and Kai, our coach, was extremely experienced. He was amazing. He knew exactly what to tell us girls, how to obviously operate out on the field, and it was just came together.
Did you get a look at them? You must have got a look at Northern before you played them. Given that it's a carnival, everyone's playing around each other. So did somebody go and have a little look and go, hey, you know, they're pretty strong across here, or someone would have done that? Yeah. Because you gave them a hiding in the end, 30-odd points.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, our team was very strong.
Yeah.
I give credit, obviously, to all the coaches and the staff who picked the team. We definitely were lucky to have a very strong team out there. I think we were able to have breaks throughout the day on Saturday, so we were able to
go and have a look.
Yeah, absolutely. And we watched, I think it was Northern and Central's play.
Yeah.
And that's when we sort of, and Centrals were actually a very strong team as well.
Okay.
So to watch them two play.
But coming away from watching them, did you think we'll win this? We can beat them, or did they play really well?
Yeah, I think it's really difficult to just when you're just watching a team out on the field, you can see how they play, but it's not until you're really up against them, especially with such a new team, and you're not sure.
Yeah.
You know, like I had every faith that my team would definitely win and dominate on the day, but you just don't know. I mean, you don't know what you're going to bring to the field.
Sure.
Hey, Terry, the management, coaching staff often see things different to the players. Your thoughts going to the game Sunday?
Look, I was pretty confident, as the coaching staff were, but not overconfident. We were very happy with the way the girls had gelled together as a team, and I think a lot of credit goes to this young lady here. As a captain, on and off the field, she was brilliant, and I think that made a lot of difference. The girls only had 1 training run due to weather on the Wednesday night. It was just too wet and windy. We couldn't put them out in the field, but that was would have been their 2nd training run. So they had 1 training run and 1 dinner. That was all to get to know each other, and they played particularly well together as a team. Each went out with a different task to do, and they all did it and it gelled well.
Okay, let's talk about your year so far, Terry. So we get to play a couple of games for Glenelg before you bang your thumb up.
Yes.
Then you come back from that. So then you make the team. Well, how will we do it in order? Because you've made every team that's been available for you so far. So let's not go through all of that. But in the end, you finish up. You're in the best 25 players at the country championship. You're the captain of the team that wins it. You get the trophy. I mean, you've just about got everything so far that you can get this year, except for the grand final win for Cove, which is not too far away. How hungry are you now to just
finish it
grand
off?
Slam the whole year.
Finish it off.
Well, look, with the Cove Cobras, I'm extremely confident with my team there as well. We had a slow start because we had a lot of players missing. So I think with our players, we're still gradually coming all together. But we've got our full team now, so I think we'll start to get those wins on the board and climb slowly up the ladder.
Terry, 7 players in the team of the championship,
and the coach as well,
including Jaime, of course,
including Jaime
and the coach, the coach of the championship. That is a great, that is a great effort, isn't it? Really, it's a magnificent performance by Southern.
Fantastic effort, and I think the girls who've got it, a lot of them are only young girls too, which is good. We had 2 under-16s play in the championship games. We brought them up especially for that reason. And both girls played particularly well. One of them in the final kicked 2 goals in the grand final. So.
And no party afterwards, no.
No, we all had to go home.
What's that smile for? Maybe a little party. Maybe a little party.
Maybe in a couple of weeks, might all get together and.
Oh, okay.
I think the reunion in 10 years' time could be dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, just quickly, I know you want to get a quick one in on Craig Warman before we go. So it's been a pretty good year for you too, mate. Great Southern Footy League over the Southern Footy League. Then you win the country championships. Is your year finished, or as the president of the Great Southern Footy League, there's something else that's yet to unfold?
No. We've still got the finals to go through, in both the women and the men's. The women play in 2 weeks' time. The preliminary finals this weekend against Strathalbyn and Mount Compass, which should be competitive. Yeah. And then McLaren have made the grand final, and so that's the go for next. And then we start with Craig and talk regularly about next year as far as the association game, and it's our turn next year to run that. And then I've learned a lot from Craig. I've got to say, Craig was fantastic up there. He organised everything and made my job a lot easier.
Well, that's the worst shot I've ever heard fired at someone in my life.
We're good.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. Yeah, fired a blank.
Hey, really appreciate you coming in. Fantastic year for you so far. Good luck with Cove.
Good on you, Jaime.
Hopefully the wine fires get you next Friday night. But other than that, it'll be good. Stay with us. Still. Yes, you're watching the SA Sports Show. Southern Footy League is up and about and going really well. As always, the Prez, Craig Warman, joins us. Craig, thanks for your time, mate.
Yeah, good boys, how are you?
Very good, mate. Now, before we get to this round, this Sunday is a big day for the Southern Footy League. Hall of Fame inductees, 5 people inducted. Last year's was a sellout show. Expecting the same this Sunday?
Yeah, we've 120 odd people already booked in for Sunday, another 5 inductees this year. 2 umpires, 2 players, and a long-time administrator.
Oh, Baz, this is you.
I think one of the
What number do you want?
That'd have to be me, wouldn't it?
I'm just not sure, mate. Are you in as a player, an abuser of the umpires, or an administrator?
Former coach and player. No, played some footy there with Cobras.
Yeah.
Not too good, but played some footy there. They got a bye this week too.
They have.
The Cobras, yeah. Where's this Hall of Fame dinner being held?
At the Hackham Footy Club.
At Hackham, yeah.
That may be the first sign that you're not in, mate.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't know where it was.
I haven't got a letter. That's right. Although I've just moved address, Phil.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe late.
That's why I wanted the president. Why Hackham? Is it we do a different one every time?
No. They just have the ability to be able to fit that number of people inside their room and set it up really nicely for us. So it's good.
Yeah. Are there any tickets left?
There are. Yeah. So
if you want to grab one,
bring Southern Football League and. You can book yourself a ticket.
Yep, should get one. It was a ripping show last year. Well, let's get on to this weekend's games, mate. Flagstaff Hill sit in 3rd spot. Morpeth Vale in 6th spot. Home at Flaggies.
You'd probably tip Flaggies to win that one. Morpeth Vale, good last time they played. Of course, we had the bye with the country championships that you've already talked about. But you'd tip Flaggies to win that one.
And my old team, the Happy Valleys.
Yep.
Versus Noarlunga.
Still undefeated, Noarlunga, and they'll probably still be undefeated after this week.
Right. Is that a little crack at me, or is that just something you really think?
Well, if the cat fits.
He does it. He has a crack every week.
I'm not even.
I'm just saying, Happy Valley. They can't beat Noarlunga. Noarlunga are playing well.
They are
all jokes
top side
aside,
and again undefeated at the moment. So
and the Valleys are struggling.
They are.
They're struggling.
But again, who knows?
Yeah, where you threw him off was he's just not sure which team's yours. That's what throws him off each week. You've been at 3 or 4 of them. Hey, Port Noarlunga sit in 4th spot. Aldinga in 9th.
Yeah.
At Port Noarlunga.
Yeah, Port Noarlunga should win that. It's a shed day down there as well, so makes it even harder for the poor old Sharkies because the old shed when that gets a rocking.
And the wine flies.
My boys.
Versus Christie's Beach. This is probably the game.
Yeah, this
could be close to the game of the round.
Yeah, it is, and that's our tribe broadcast game for this week.
Yeah.
So Ranella at home, Christie's. I've just got that feeling that Christie's are about due to drop one that they shouldn't. So I give the Wineys a real chance in this one.
Yeah, no, it'll be the Wineys.
Why do you call to him and have a crack at me?
Because I'm loyal, mate. I haven't jumped off the wine fly since I
at least that black and side's got a chance of winning.
Yeah, well, okay then.
Right.
Cove, of course, have the bye. It will be a ripping weekend of Southern Footy League.
Anyway.
Hope you can stay with us still. Plenty to come on the show.